Hello, Taurus. As I shuffle, I just want to ask you, what do you think brought you here for December 2022? I'm actually focusing on the December 7th cold moon and what we are deciding to leave behind and to take forward with us into the new year for January 2023. What is it? What are our New Year's resolutions? What are we hoping and praying for? What do we have resolve about? How are we feeling powerful and strong? How are we feeling weak and vulnerable? We're considering all these things as it's the end of the year, and let's face it, these past few years have been some of the hardest of our lives. Taurus, I love you. You are earth energy like myself. You are my best friend. You are stubborn. You are into your material home. You make your home beautiful. You love tactility, objects that feel good to your skin. You like things that smell good. You like to cook. You like music and good wine, and that's what you're like. I love Taurus. Okay. So Taurus, here we are looking at this cold moon on December 7th, 2022, and what is weighing on us? What is weighing? Where are you right now? I'm going to do a Celtic cross reading. Please show me Taurus. December 2022. At the end of the year, the last full moon of the year. Please show me Taurus. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we have you being extremely vulnerable. So you're feeling vulnerable. Perhaps I can see this image of this moonlight shining on you, and you're maybe even naked. You're looking at the moon. I don't know. That's just what I see. Curtains are parted. Very dramatic scene. And you're the Fool. Sorry, you're not actually in the reverse. I'm just held it that way. The Fool is the best. The Fool is the 0. The Fool starts out the major arcana. It's the first card. The Fool goes for it. The Fool walks off the cliff and absolutely believing in his prosperity. The dog's got your back. You're carrying poetry and a rose. You don't need anything. Your heart is full. You know, you believe that the universe has your back, and that's how we're starting the reading. So you are maybe naive, maybe feeling naive, but going for it. Hoping for the best. And you're being crossed by a new beginning. So and I always see this Ace of Swords has the other elements with it. So Swords is air energy. Swords is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. However, there is fire here. There is Aries, Sag, and Leo. And there's Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. The only thing we're missing is water. But it does look like, is this terrain equipped with water? I don't know. But it feels like the elements are on your side, right? As this offer comes in. It's also, Swords are air, and air is thoughts. It's like you're hoping for the best. You have those curtains parted, and you're looking at the moon, and you're praying, and you're like, why not? Like, go, like, play the lotto. You want to, you just want to go for it. You want to just say fuck it and go for it for 2023. That's the energy I have. It's time. Even if you're not ready, it's time. And isn't that the truth? Maybe your struggle is perfectionism. Perfectionism thwarts everything. Perfectionism is fear. Perfectionism is the biggest inhibitor ever. Be an imperfectionist and put it out there and just begin. Your advice is to just begin, even before I get your advice card. In your recent past, I do have a toxic relationship on the table with possibly a Capricorn, because I have the devil. You're tethered to somebody who's maybe not the healthiest, or possibly you have a vice, and this is something you want to relinquish and give up for 2022 and in the new year, right? Like you're quitting something. Quitting something in your life that is toxic. It could be a person, it could be alcohol, it could be a substance, it could be a habit, and those are habits. It could be a way of thinking. It could be fear, and you just want to overcome the fear and get started and just begin. What is on your mind in the realm of awareness, in the consciousness for Taurus for 2022, the last month of the year? What do we feel as we look up at this cold moon? Thank you. Death card. Scorpio energy. Death. Transformation on the mind. New beginning, absolutely. Trampling the fears. Trampling the past. You possibly let go of this person. It took forever. Maybe even you have already broken up with this person, and yet you still feel that they are around you, or you are obsessively thinking about them, or they try to get in touch with you, or you just can't let them go, and now it's time to say goodbye. Death card is here. It's on your mind. Maybe you haven't made this move yet, but it's time. You have on one side of you in the past this devil, and then you have in the near future coming up the soulmate. Look at the difference in the energy of the cards. This is young, this is earnest, this is healthy, this is nostalgic, this is full cups of flowers, this is friendship, this is a union that has no toxicity. This is just the inverse of that, isn't it? We are moving forward with this. We are leaving this behind, Taurus. Listen to me. Moving forward with this, leave this behind. You can do it. What is in the subconscious? We have death above you. We have this need for transformation and seeing the light. I feel you are the fool, though. You're going for it. You know this is viable, havable. This is havable, palpable. What is in the subconscious for Taurus? Whoa. I just dropped those on the floor, and I'm just going to leave them there. I want to say something, and I'm going to share this about myself in the spirit of vulnerability, in the spirit of the fool. This almost makes me want to cry talking about it. I am a very spiritual person, and since I was a child, I've always been this way. And I did seances as a child, and I was always looking at the stars in the sky and wondering about aliens. And I love birds, and I feel like I love symbols so much, and I read animal medicine cards, and I've been reading Taurus since 2017, but always watching the videos, and so afraid to impart this part of myself out loud, to share this part of myself, whether it be relationships or just share it online. I felt so vulnerable saying I am a tarot reader, and somehow suspected that it would compromise my practice of meditation. Like, people wouldn't have as much respect for meditation if you started meddling with the zodiac and things like that. And so for me, 2023 is moving forward where it doesn't matter that is present, that fear that people will regard me that way, because it is a part of who I am. So I feel that you might be going through some similar thing where you just have to, it's time to be the authentic self, right? And then I feel these past few years with the pandemic, we've all been struggling with this. Who do we really want to be? Who are we? Who we really are is who we want to be. And how scary it is to be our true authentic selves. If it feels unconventional, if it feels weird, if it feels unsafe, when really it is the right thing, and you just have to do it. And there's an inner calling, this gut instinct, this true you emerging, and you're going for it. I mean, you are going for it. I see that, Taurus, and I'm really proud of you. Show me subconscious. Subconscious for Taurus. Show me subconscious for Taurus. This could be, so this is considered the card that drives the person coming for a reading. So even though there's why you came for a reading, and then there's why you really came for a reading. And so this card is, why did you really come for the reading? And that's why it's subconscious. You're maybe not even aware that, and look, this makes so much sense, doesn't it? Because this is what we're going for. And this is what we want, but it's so scary. And this is what we had. Look at this again, there's union of these two people, knowing that this is achievable, and yet having to release this. And again, it could be you're tethered through just the knowledge of your history, where this relationship is already absolved, and yet you can't let it go. Okay, this is what we're bringing into 2023. Show me advice for my Taurus, please. Show me advice for my Taurus, 2023. And Taurus, if you suspect you are an artist, we are all artists, and you want to begin and you don't know how, please get in touch. I can help you. If you want dreams interpreted, I love dream interpretation. I practice that. I record all my dreams. If you want to practice meditation, if you want sound healing, I am a certified teacher. And if you want to learn to read tarot authentically, again, get in touch. I just read intuitively. Show me advice card from my Taurus for 2023. Show me advice. Top card. We'll take it. Look at this. Wow. Look what you have on the table. 2 tens. Could not be more favorable conditions for you. Could not be more favorable conditions for you just to let go of that devil. Everything is a yes for you, Taurus. I mean, I have chills. You are so lucky. When you look at that moon, when you look at that cold December 7th moon, make a wish. You're so lucky. I mean, rub that off on me and other zodiac signs. I'm Capricorn. Okay, now I call the next card, the 8th placement of this Celtic cross, is the imminent card. This is just going to happen. So let's see what's going to happen for my Taurus for December 2022, the last month of the year, this final full moon of the year. I do know that some of you are so creative, and you know that you can no longer hide it. It has to emerge. This thing that you've been wanting to do and you've been putting off, this thing that you suspected for perhaps over a decade within you, you can no longer do it. You have to cut through the bullshit, and you're gonna do it. You're gonna cut through the bullshit and move forward. The last sword. This is confronting who you really are. This is knowing that you are in control of your thoughts, swords or thoughts. It's knowing that this toxic energy is, you actually have the power to transcend this just with your mind. If some of you really do want to practice meditation to get a clearer picture of things, that might be something worthy of your attention for the new year. Really honing in, really seeing. Meditation is just seeing clearly. It's the practice of seeing. What do we have for hopes and fears? You're cutting the cord. I mean, this king is going to cut this cord right here. Goodbye. Cutting the cord. Wherever that toxicity is coming from, goodbye. You can do it. Hopes and fears. New love, new relationships will come, and you will attract things that are aligned with whatever you decide to practice. If you decide to practice healthier relationships, you will attract healthier relationships. So let's see hopes and fears. This again could be like your subconscious, what's driving you. It's just, can I really have what I really want? And the answer is yes. Your reading is so clear that I just feel like the cards don't even need to jump. There we go. Again, this character is seemingly bound, right? Tethered to the tree with this rope, surrounded by swords or thoughts, which she can easily kick down and move out of her way. I mean, this is not strong. This is not blocking her. Just walk past these things. Kick them over. Remove the blindfold. Remove the rope with your bare hands. This is all a matter of your doing. You are not really tied to the tree. You are not really stuck. You just think so. You just make it so with your thoughts, with your choices in life. You just have to make different choices to achieve this. It's a matter of practice. It's a matter of being deliberate. It's a matter of saying yes to what you want and know. It's a matter of saying yes to your true potential and honoring who you really are. Cut to the chase of who you really are for the love. Show me outcome. Take off the blindfold and go for it. Okay, Taurus? Yes, you can. Show me outcome, my Taurus. I love your reading. And it's also a very straightforward reading. Show me outcome for Taurus. What's the outcome? What's the outcome of all this? Put your foot down. Say yes to you. Outcome, please, for my Taurus for December 2022. One final card, please, for my Taurus for December 2022. The last card of the year. Whoa. Well, we'll just take, this is so funny, we'll take all of these. I say funny because apropos, like here's the manifester, the magician. Not only do you have at the beginning of the reading being the vulnerable fool walking off a cliff about to say yes to you, now you are the divine manifester. The magician has every single tool, all the elements at his disposal, right? Wands, swords, pentacles, and a cup, holding the magic wand, an infinite divine person who can manifest. This is you. This is the outcome. This is yes, you can. This is the green light. And then we have this card. I love her. The Queen of Wands, to me, is the female version of the Magician, right? Number 1 of the major arcana is the Magician. Number 2 is the High Priestess. So that's major arcana. This is not major arcana, but she, to me, is like the High Priestess. This is a person who also carries a magic wand, who isn't afraid of superstition. She's magic. She has fire in her possession. She can manifest. Sunflower's fire, holding the wand. This is fire energy, this magical cat. She can make things appear through attracting it. She can, I want the word design her fate. This is you in your element. This is you not in your element. This is the outcome. These are the outcome. We have a new fiery beginning here, Taurus, and you are an earth sign, okay? So very exciting for you. These are so amazing. To be the Fool is the best thing in the world. Just walk off this cliff of not knowing and enter the territory of inner growth and inner seeing and trusting the process, okay? All right, Taurus, that's your December 2022. The full moon is on the 7th. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Like, share, subscribe, and if you want a personal reading, get in touch. I wish you the best. Stay healthy. See you soon.